Hello, students. I am here again with your ED. The chapter is 10. In this chapter, we will discuss about the impact of environmental degradation. So, what impacts the degradation of environments can do on whole environment and the life as well as the life supporting substances. So, see in this one we will discuss that what is environmental degradation and what is its impact in natural habitat, what is its impact on living forms, what is what is the extinction of wild animal, effects of extinction, what effect after extinction takes place. So, this is the things after that remedial measures, how you will make remedial activities regarding the extinction, means how we check the extinction, and importance of domestic animals for us, what is the use of them, and after that conservation of the things, mainly the living beings or the plants, animals, conservation of biodiversity, and that is red list of IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Natural and Natural Resources, Nature and Natural Resources. So, here see in the conservation of biodiversity, we will discuss about the threatened species, endangered species, vulnerable species, rare species, and insufficiently known species. Insufficiently known species. So, these are the topics of this chapter. Okay. Now, what is environmental degradation? Degrade means degrading agent. The microbes are the degrading agent of the dead bodies of the plants, animals present in the here and there. So, this is the degradation, the degrading agents. So, degradation takes place due to which thing? Due to activity of nature as well as the activity of the things or we also. So, see alteration in the natural characteristics of different component of environment is called environmental degradation. Alteration of the natural characteristics of different components of environment. So, alteration of alteration in the natural characteristics of different components of different environment, different components of environment means different environmental components or components of environments, different components of environment is called the environmental degradation. So, this is say understood, the activity means here alteration in the natural characteristics of different components of environment, environmental components having altered their natural characteristics, that is called environmental degradation. So, it is negative activity of us. So, see it will give impact to several things present nearby. So, they can affect the natural habitat. Habitat means living place. It is living place. Animal live in air, on land or in water, either of the fresh sea water or the fresh water. So, see everywhere animals present. So, animal who is living in the air mainly stay on the tree or they can take rest on the tree. So, this is the aerial or we can say arboreal animal. These animals are the means they also having some negative impact due to degradation, environmental degradation on their living areas. So, the different type of animals are affected by them. So, air is the most part of the environment is now a day polluted due to air pollution, the things are negative. It means that things are not going smoothly. So hence the very difficult for the birds to move through the polluted air. So birds can't move, or if they move, they are having some effect, means bad impact on their health. So polluted air is not fit for their movement. So the pollution takes place in, gradually it increases also. So air pollution make the habitat of the birds or other things means fatal, means they are unable to live there. Now you see the land, okay, so land pollution, the land on which we live has been polluted and degraded. Many types of animals live on land, in holes, burrows, cervix, under rocks, and in the mud walls, along banks of ponds and rivers. Most of the land's habitat of animals and birds have been destroyed due to farming practice, due to mining, and due to quarrying. So these are different type of places on land that is affected mainly by the help of human interference or human activities. So degradation of environment takes place, and the land animals and the animals living nearby the seashore or means water bodies, they also affected by them, and their habitat become uh, means their habitat become destroyed, or that their habitat become not in proper condition. So they feel uneasy to live in that particular area. Now water bodies, you know, so many water animals, plants are living inside the water, either they are sea water or fresh water. So these water bodies are present here and there, means present on our land surface, and also affected by the chemical pollutants which we use in agriculture activities. So this chemical also affect the water bodies, and they degrade the quality of water, as well as they have some bad, means some unusual chemicals or fatal chemical toxic substances in the water where they live, and their health become damaged due to this uneasy chemicals, in which they are not become eco-friendly with the water or with the nature. So this is the sea water as well as fresh water. Sea water also affected because there is the oil spill or other things takes place due to the oil tankers. Fresh water affected by the help of domestic as well as industrial pollutants. So every places, okay, where human beings interfere can damage their quality or degrade their quality. So environmental degradation also leads to the bad impact on the water bodies or habitat of water. Now impact on living forms, you know, living beings also affected by the help of the degradation, because living beings are living on the earth or on the blue planet, and they, if there is no proper health of the environment, means environment having no proper air, no proper water, no proper soil, no proper condition to live, then after the living beings are affected seriously, severely. So impact on living being also takes place due to which thing? Due to the degradation of the environment. Now extinction of wild animals. See, this degradation leads to extinction. Extinction means they will no more, means we can say the extinction means loss or disappearance of one or more species of organisms. See, extinction means disappearance appearance of one or more species of which one? Of the organism. Of organism. Why they extinct? The extinction takes place due to some unusual act. What unusual act they do? So see, extinction either may be natural extinction, means naturally they have no healthy condition for living, or Human being created the condition which is unfit for their living, and they will extinct from there, and their numbers gradually decrease as well as they become not found on the earth, but we can say extinct. So, if the extinction takes place, because we know each and every animal, either they are ant or blue whale or a big elephant, means either they are very small or very big, they all having their own importance to continue the cycle. It means we can say this is the food cycle, or we can say food web. So, the food chain and food web made by the help of this small living organism. If they extinct, it means they damage or they disconnect from the food web or food chain, and then hamper the permanency of the food web and continuity of the food chain. That is why it is necessary to protect them as well as and make them healthy or make them living condition. Otherwise, if extinction takes place gradually, there is nothing and the whole system become damaged. So, what is remedial measure? How we can do the activity of their recovery? It means if anyone going to be extinct, then we have to do some activities like see like generation of awareness among the public to protect wildlife. Means we can aware the public who is living nearby the forest or nearby the environmental areas or the vegetation area. So, that how the wildlife are important for us and what is their importance regarding their use or regarding their the additional activities for the environmental upliftment. Making strict laws and enforcing those laws carefully. So, making law to not to kill the animal, not to hunt, not to go for a sport recreation. So, this is the it should be make a law and it should be implemented by enforced by we should implement the law carefully. Proper management and of natural resources. Natural resources should be properly managed, and captive breeding of animals and birds in parks, biosphere reserves and sanctuaries takes place. Captive breeding means we should breed them in a certain area and try to increase their numbers. If their number become increased, they will be maintain their number and they will means preserved or conserved from the extinction. So, see, domestic animals which we rear in our house is very useful to us. Due to their useful activities, we can rear the domestic animals. Domestic animals are present nearby and live with us, and then we can take their beneficial products as milk from the cow, as eggs from the hen, and the meat from the he goat or the goat. So, they provide us different type of products. That is why for this greed we can rear them, we can care them. So, domestic animals are very important to us, and as well as means they can give the product like milk, like egg, and as well as they give the byproduct also. Their excreta is useful for cow dung cake, and making cow dung cake is also a source of energy, and they also provide us some composting materials, and they also provide us the cow dung that is useful for the biogas plant. So, this is the important things they provide us directly or indirectly. Now, its conservation is very necessary. Conservation means how we protect them from means as their natural habitat. So, protection of them is necessary. Otherwise, if we not protect them, what happens? After some times they will be over. So, conservation of wildlife, wild animals as well as wild plants is very necessary to maintain their quality on earth, and also to make them available on the earth for the food chain, for the food web, or different type of activities which are done in the nature. So, this is the way conservation is necessary. Conservation of biodiversity. See How we know it should be conserved, it should not be conserved? So, by the help of knowing their number. So, see, threatened species, endangered species, vulnerable species, rare species and insufficiently known species should be kept in mind, and after knowing about these things, we have to conserve them. We have to do the activity according to their nature, according to their quality. So, see the species. So, conservation you understood? Conservation is defined as the protection and judicious use of natural resources. See, when you want to conserve, this is the protection and judicious use of the things. If we protect them, if we use them judiciously, they become conserved. And now we see what is threatened species. Threatened species means the species. Threatened species are the species vanishing fast due to human activities or other factors. So, see, so many factors are there. So, they are vanishing fast. So, threatened species vanishing in fast rate. Endangered species are the species that are in danger in extinction. So, endangered species means danger, they are danger of extinction. It means they are going to be extinct. If we cannot make them easy or increase their number, they will extinct at a go. Now, vulnerable species means the species with very less population. Species with very less population. Species with less population. What is vulnerable? Now, the rare species are the species with rare occurrence. It means they are very less in occurrence, rare occurrence. And insufficiently known species means newly recorded species of plants and animals. So, see, they are insufficiently known species means newly recorded species. Okay, they are insufficiently known species means we cannot know more about them. So, this is the way by which we can know about their thing and work according to their upliftment. So, upliftment required them for their survival, for their easy-going life or for the existence on the earth. Otherwise, they will be extinct due to their degradation or due to their loss in number. So, natural habit should be protected and make them easy to live. Now, see, according to the red list of IUCN, red list means the list in which these animals are kept. Which animal having endangered species, which animal having threatened species, which animals having rare species. So, we can identify, we can make a data on which they are written that which species are to be cared and which is very much cared required. And according to the species endangered and extinction, having mammals 305 species are endangered, and that is birds 400 species, amphibians 130 species and reptiles 195 species. These are the data which show that endangered species are going to be endangered for mammal group, this one, and birds group, this one, reptiles, this one, amphibians, this one, like that. So, Botanical Survey of India survey the plants and Zoological Survey of India survey the animals, and according to them they are doing the activity and make the things positive. Otherwise, government also do activities to uplift them, and so many NGOs are also for that activity. So, this is the way gradually for the state level, nation level or world level we can uplift the amount of the things and we can do them easy going. Okay, thank you. So, this is the chapter. Okay.